We've made 16 hires in 6 months, saving us here between 150 to 200,000. I'm Neil Caton. I work at RegGenome as the global talent partner for engineering. Our goal is to develop the world's golden source for regulatory content by translating human-readable regulations into machine-readable content to supply best-in-class data that powers best-in-class applications. Before Cord, we used LinkedIn, job boards, and obviously our networks. Our main challenges were finding good candidates that understand our product and also got the skill sets to help us grow. The challenges that we were finding using LinkedIn, you could spend hours crawling through candidates, setting up projects, sending an email out to 100 to get maybe a handful of responses. Whereas Cord, you've got your streams that are automated, and once you identify your candidates, you normally get a response within 24 hours. Cord is very intuitive and automatic. You can set up and make it automated for your life. You can have it integrated with your Slack so you can respond to candidates immediately. We find the platform very easy and digestible to use. You can filter by certain skills, salaries, job titles, software, as well as underrepresented backgrounds. So if you are looking to diversify your team, you can do specific searches on that. So obviously finding the best candidate for the best job. The candidates can see your company profile on Cord, and if they like what they see, they can approach you directly. That is already powerful as they show genuine interest in your company and product. The layout of candidate information on Cord is very clear, very concise. Normally says sort of the salary they're on, their expected salary, also their location, so whether they are on site, if they prefer to work on site, or whether they prefer to work remote or even hybrid. Also says the current software they use as primary skills, where on LinkedIn you only normally go by job title. Sometimes in their description they add what software they use. More often than not they don't, so it's always a guessing game until you've had that conversation directly, where here it takes out all the guessing as the candidates lay out their information. On Cord, you are getting relevant candidates for relevant roles. The candidate quality is so much better than via other sources such as LinkedIn. LinkedIn, we had 198 responses and only interviewed 3 of them, whereas Cord, we interviewed 20 and hired all 3. Cord is definitely our highest response rate, as typically we'd get a response in the same day as reaching out to candidates. The response rates we typically get from candidates from Cord, it's got to be around 50%. We joined Cord, and after the first 2 weeks, we made our first hire. All in all, it's less than a month to hire most roles using Cord. We've made 16 hires in 6 months, saving us here between 150 to 200,000 versus traditional recruitment fees that we would historically pay. We recommended them to a number of companies. Most recently, we worked with a health tech startup who was struggling to find engineers, and we recommended the site to them, and they've made numerous hires using Cord as well.